last time you came, the 5 students that were here when they were in the 6th grade, this home, if you recall, was in deplorable condition. It has been reconstructed and restored and is almost finished. It was the home to a Civil War veteran initially who built the home, John Green, who's in my family as well. He fought in the United States Civil War, and then later Sergeant William Gardner, who was a Buffalo soldier in the Spanish-American War in the 9th Regiment, then was in this home. And we found artifacts that were associated with both the veteran of the Civil War as well as the veteran of the Spanish-American War, the Buffalo soldier. So in fact, Brittany Hutchinson, one of the students I mentioned, a young African-American female, she was digging right next to the porch and she found his knife from the Spanish-American War. The Buffalo soldier's knife was retrieved as if he dropped it after walking off the porch. In addition to that, the buttons from John Green's military jacket from the Civil War, like they just popped off, were found in the yard as well. So when things drop, you know, and they fall, we think it's just gone, and they end up becoming a part of the archaeology, what we excavate. So we find all this within that layer. And so this site, both the land and the buildings are historical. And so, in fact, I always try to shout out some of her. So that's C.J. Gale. So his grandfather was on the program earlier, Charles Gale. His great-grandmother was Mrs. Gale, who we mentioned before 94 years ago. So he is, I think, the 13th generation of that family that settled the area 230 years ago, right? So when you see people riding a bike, or you see someone who doesn't look like they belong in the neighborhood, things like that, a lot of these people, you know, they are the community, and we're the strangers, right? We're trespassing coming in. So you want to say a few things about this site? Let me say something about Terrence real quick with this site. So this site we call Homes for Heroes because it has always been occupied by someone who fought, some African American who fought for our rights. And I'm really proud that Terrence, cousin Terrence, has a first right of refusal on this property. And he is also a veteran. And so he's looking to come back home, center to the hill, and he's looking to occupy this house as soon as it is finished. And so he will be that legacy of the veterans who have continued to occupy and own this home. So we're real excited that this project is doing things like that.
Not to mention the person who built this house is a family member. So the house is actually coming back into the family. And I served in Afghanistan 2012 to 2013. Operation Endure Free. Which was a combat mission. So I've been out of the military right now for